Hey, Colabcoach here, yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. So excited to get into this week because, as you know, if you don't know, 2026 is we're focusing on real life experiences that you talk to your family, you talk to your friends, your loved ones, here on social media, but we're talking about it in a healthy way. With that being said, the topic for this week is you are giving too much of yourself to other people. You're giving too much of yourself to other people. Now, again, being selfless is good. Being caring is good. Being affectionate is good. Being someone that's loving and wants the best for people is good. But everything has a limit. Everything has a stopping point. Everything has to have a valve that closes. Now, I'm not saying that you should stop caring for people. I'm not saying that you should stop putting your effort and love into others and pouring into others. That's a beautiful thing. But the problem comes when we tend to give too much of ourselves. You know that you're tired. You know that you're exhausted. You know that you're mentally exhausted. That's I talked about that last week. But you are still pushing to give more. You're still pushing to give more. And I'm not saying this as a philosophical sense. I'm talking about you are physically tired. I'm talking about you are physically exhausted. I'm talking about you mentally cannot function, but you're still giving to others. And sadly, there's a lot of people like this on this earth because there are a lot of people who move in a negative way. There's a lot of people who manipulate. There's a lot of people that hurt. There's a lot of people that gaslight. There are a lot of people that want what they want for themselves and that's it. And because of that, there are a lot of people out there that have to fill that void of being the nurturer, being the caregiver, being the person that's there to help, being the person that's there to pour into someone, to show that there are other people out there that actually care about them. But the problem comes when you're doing all of that, it affects you physically. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, is because a lot of the good people out here, a lot of the people that are wanting the best for the people, they end up falling in health wise. They end up falling when it comes to taking care of themselves. They end up falling and failing when it comes to realizing that there's a bigger issue out there that they have to resolve for themselves because they're so focused on other people. And I'm not here to say again that you have to just stop everything, go focus on yourself, and that's it. You can have a happy medium, but at the same time, these people, these individuals tend to not focus on themselves at all. And that's when the problem comes. That's when the issues arise. That's when the pain comes and the hurt comes because you're giving so much to other people and you're not really taking care of yourself. A lot of times you are in a situation where you're checking up on people. You're making sure people are able to be fed. You're having those conversations, but you're not really getting that reciprocation. You're not getting the energy that you're pouring in back to yourself. And then you feel drained. You know, life is a very complex thing, but also is very simplistic as well because sometimes we have to realize that what you pour out needs to be refilled. What you give needs to be received. What you ask for needs to be provided as well. And a lot of us, we're so focused on, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to push this, I need to push that, I need to put this effort here, I need to put this effort there. And you are losing sight of who you are as an individual, and you're also losing sight of what you need as an individual to keep moving forward. We fall short because we tend to put ourselves last. We fall short because we tend to push and push and push until you can't move anymore, until you are no longer on this earth. And you see this so many times. I've seen this so many times. I was there. I was a caregiver. I put a lot of effort into helping people. I put a lot of effort into making sure people are okay, make people are happy. But then when I wasn't getting that reciprocation, I started to feel sick. And you start feeling that in your body. You start feeling that in your mind. You start feeling that in your spirit that something's not right. Something's not right. And I need to change. So what did I do? I start caring about myself more. I start focusing on exercising more, meditation, stretching, taking time for myself, making sure that's mandatory, that you make sure you take time for yourself, and also doing things that you enjoy as an individual by yourself. Now, you can do things with other people that make you happy, that you enjoy, which is great. But at the same time, you need that time to yourself. You give so much. You need to recharge by yourself. And of course, if you have the people there that are helping to recharge with you, that's great as well. But at the same time, it is okay to take some time for yourself. I'm not saying you should be lonely. I'm not saying you should be alone 24/7 of the day. I'm not saying that you have to hide away. But I am saying there is an importance when it comes to actually taking time for yourself and understanding that you are giving a lot. A lot is required for you to receive as well. It's a reciprocation. I'm not, you shouldn't be demanding things from people, but it's a reciprocation. And then, of course, that's a whole nother conversation. If these people are asking, never worrying about you, never asking how you're doing, or if they do ask about how you're doing, they just want they want to hear a response, and after that they go back to talking to themselves. I've talked about that plenty of times. I'm not gonna go into too much detail to that, but remember that you are important. Remember that you are needed in this world. And remember that if you are pouring too much into yourself, you have to take time for yourself to pour back into yourself as well. And also have the right environment of having people that will pour into you as well. Simple as that. So to make it as simple as possible, you are giving too much of yourself to others. I'm here to say, yes, it's great to care about people. Yes, it's great for you to show that you want to see the best in people, that you want people to achieve what they want to achieve, that you want to be that support, that you want to pour into others. But you need to be poured into as well. You need to grow. You need to mature. You need to evolve as well. Not that you always have to give to others. And again, if you keep pouring into yourself, it's gonna be blessings for others. But if you don't pour into yourself, you're gonna feel it physically, mentally, spiritually, that you are drained, you are tired. And I hate that if you're doing so much good for this world and you don't have enough energy to give to you to feed yourself, you're gonna start failing in a lot of things, and we don't want that to happen. So if you're realizing that you are failing to pour into yourself because you're giving too much to others, take the time to pour into yourself. Take the time to be in an environment with people that are going to recharge you and pour into you as well, because it is very important for the good work that you're trying to do. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, go ahead and message me. Go to my website, Colabcoaching.com. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session. It's just us talking to see if we're good fit for each other. Fill out a relationship checklist to see what you want to talk about specifically. Go to my website. Get more information about me as well. Facebook Colab Coaching, Instagram Colab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Like and subscribe. And share this with anyone that you know that you see that they are pouring so much into other people, and they're losing themselves in the journey. They need to bounce back. Thank you so much. Wonderful day. Be safe out there. Bye.